Hi guys, I welcome you all back to my channel. My name is Aisha. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to cut and sew this side pleat bubu gown. Thank you all for your support. God bless you all. If you are new to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be notified. Stay tuned to the end of the tutorial. I have my material here with me. I have Ankara here and I have crepe material. This is crepe material. I have 3 yards of crepe and I have 2 yards of Ankara. So let's start. I'll fold my fabric into 2. This is it. I'll be cutting the front aspect first. So this is it. So now we'll come to the upper part here. We'll be taking our shoulder measurement and the sleeve measurement. So you come here. The shoulder I'm using is 16 inches. I will divide my shoulder by 2. That will give me 8 inches. So you measure 8 inches from there. From the center, you can see from here. So this is 8. You can see. So from here, I will be taking the sleeve measurement. The normal sleeve I supposed to use is 8 inches. But because this particular person is pregnant, so I will need to make use of 10 inches because I want it very free for her because of her tummy. So I will come here. I will add 2 inches to that 8 inches, making 10 inches. So I will be making use of 10.5 with the joining allowance. You know, we are still going to add Ankara to the edges of the sleeve, as into the side. So I will be making use of 10.5. That ½ inch is for the joining of the Ankara to this. You can see. So this is it. So now I will come here. I will measure what I have here. I have 18.5. So I will make use of that 18.5 to the down aspect. So you measure that. Whatever you have here is what you will use for the whole body. So this is 18.5. You can see it. So this is it. So now I'll come to the neck. The width I'm using is 3 inches. And the depth I'm using is 6 inches. This is it. You come here, you measure 3 inches. So this is 3 inches. Or you can decide to make use of 2.5. So you can see this is it. So from here, I will shape it round to meet this. And this side, I will slit it. You can see. So this is the neck. So now I will be cutting it out at the side. Now this is it. So you come to this side, as in the shoulder here. I will be coming down here by 1 inch. So this is 1 inch. So from here, I will shape it this way. You can see. You can see it. So from here, you shape it to meet it. I will be cutting the neck. This is it. See, I'll fold the back also into two. This is it. So same measurements that we use at the front aspect is what we are going to use at the back aspect also. So I'll come here, I'll measure 18 and a half. So you can see this is my 18 and a half. You can see it. So, and I'll measure my 8 inches for the shoulder, as in that 16 inches divided by 2. The shoulder, so this is the shoulder, you can see. So from here, I'll come down by 1 inch here. So this is 1 inch. So from here, I'll give it shoulder slope. You can see it. So this is it. So now I'll come here. I'll be making use of 3 inches for the width and 1 inch for the depth. So this is 1 inch. So you shape it. You can see, shape it this way. You can see it. I'll come to the down aspect here. You measure that 18 and a half also. Now I will be cutting it out. Now I'll be cutting the shoulder. See, for the length of our bubu gown, the length I'm using is 60 inches. So I will need to remove 4 inches from this length. So because I have, the length I have here is 61 and a half. So I will need to remove 4 inches from it because we are adding Ankara to it at the down aspect also. So you come here from the shoulder here. So I'll measure downward. I'll measure 56 downward from here. I'll measure 56 downward. So you can see, so this is 56. I'll add half inch to it for the joining. So I had 56 and half here. So you can see. So this is 56 and half. So now I'll be cutting it out. The same thing applies to the front aspect. See, I've cut out the facing for the front and the back. So this is it for the neck. So you cut it same way. You can see. So you place it on another material and cut it same way, and you add some inches to it at the down and at the side here. You can see. So same thing applies to the back aspect. You can see it. So you can see how simple the cutting is. So we've cut the back and the front aspect. This is it. Now I'll be cutting the Ankara. So you open it this way. So when cutting your Ankara, I will advise you check the pattern of the Ankara that you want to cut because it's very important. You can see this pattern. So I'll follow the pattern this way. I will be cutting out this Ankara this way. So I'll follow the pattern. So you can see. So you make sure you follow the pattern of your Ankara. Check the Ankara very well so that your work will be neat. I'll fold my Ankara. You can see the way I fold it. This is it. So I'll be making use of 5 inch for the wideness of the Ankara. I'll be making use of 5 inch for the wideness, half inch for the joining, and half inch for the folding at the edge here. So I'll be using 4 inch, the remaining 4 inch for the main measurement. So you come here. So minus, I'm not adding this edge to it. So after the edge, so I'll be taking my 5 inch. So this is it. So now I'll be cutting it out. This is it. So I'll be placing it on it to cut the rest. So this is at the front aspect. I want a square shape at the front aspect. So I'll be making use of this side. So I love this design here. So I'll be making use of this design here for the front aspect. So I want a square design there, and I will be adding this fringe to the down aspect of it, so you can see. So, and I'll come here. So I'll come here, I think, from here. So I'll make use of 9 inches, half inch for the folding at the side. So the main measurement I'm using is 8 inch, but you add 1 inch to it, making 9 inch for the folding at the side. So, and here also, yeah, I'll be making use of 10 and a half. So this is 10 and a half. Let me use 10 and a half. So this is it. So that's all about the cutting. So now I'll be showing you the sewing part. This is the front aspect, and this is the facing. So I will be joining the facing to it now. You place it on it this way. You can see. So you place it on it this way and start your sewing. So this is it. You can see the sewing. So I will need to notch it. So you come to this center, you notch it. All right. See, this is it. So I will need to turn it this way and give it a nice press. I will need to iron it and use my hemi gun for this facing at the back aspect. So I will be making use of hemi gun to fold this in at the back aspect. See, this is the back aspect. I will be using the facing to turn it at the neck. Do not shoot all around. So I will need to top stitch on it. So you can see, so this is it. So now we need to iron it, and I will be using hemi gum for the back aspect also of this facing. This is the neck. I've ironed it and I've added hemi gum to the back aspect here. You can see I had hemi gum to it. You can see the hemi gum. So I had hemi gum to the back aspect here. So now I will need to add stitch. So I will just add stitch. Make sure you are using matching thread if you want to do this. So I will just use stitch to hold it here and here. So these two sides, I will use stitch to hold it there. So I'll come here, but make sure you are using matching thread. So it's not something, so you just place it at the edge here. You can see. So you can see it won't be obvious. You can see this is the front aspect. So same thing applies to this other side. Now I'll come to the center point here. So I'll be adding this to the center. So this is the center. You can see. You can just chalk it so that you'll be able to know this is the center. So from this center, I'll come down by 3 inches or 4 inches. You can decide to use 4 and you can decide to use 3 inches, but as for me, I will be coming down by 4 inches. This is 4 inches, you can see. So this is 4 inches, you can see it. So I came down by 4 inches. Now I will be placing this on it, so you need to notch this one too at the center here so that it will rhyme. So you notch it at the center, you can see. So you place it this way, you can see it. So I'll be placing it this way. I'll fold it in like this, you can see. So I'll be using my office pin to hold it down at the center here. You can see it. This is it. So you can see it. So now I will be sewing it all around. I'll come to this side. I'll fold it in here with 1/2 inch. So you fold it in this way and you start your sewing from here. Now we'll be adding our fringe to it at the down aspect. So you can just measure it. So this is it. So you can see I will measure it this way and I will cut it. Fold it in this way and you fold your fringe also. You fold it in back. You can see the way I fold it in like this. So I place it on that. So place it on that like this. So this is it. You can see it. So this is it. So you will check the length of the fringe and you trim it to same length. You can see some are longer than, so you trim it to same length. So I'll be doing that later. So this is the back aspect. Same thing we did to the front. You come here, you stitch it at the edge here. This is it. So now I will be joining it together at the shoulder. So this is it. You can see it. So this is it. So now we'll be joining the pleats at the side to it. So you can see I have it here. I'll fold it at the edge. You can see I'll fold the edge with 1/2 inch. So I fold it. You can see it. So this is it. So now I will be joining it to it and I will be adding pleats to it. Place it this way. You can see this is the right side facing the right side. So you place it this way, the right side of the body and the right side of the ankara facing each other. So and you start your sewing this way, and you add your pleats to it. So this is it. I've added the Ankara to it, and I pleat it when I was adding it to it. You can see it. So this is it. I've ironed it also. So I've had it all round to the down aspects. You can see. So to the down aspects. So now I'll come to the side here. Come to the side. You pick it from the shoulder here this way. Make sure it's equal at the shoulder. You can just use pin to hold it here at the shoulder. So you can use pin to hold it here. Use pin to hold it together here at the shoulder like this. So from here, I'll measure 10 inches downward from the shoulder here. You can see from the shoulder here, you measure 10 inches downward. So you can see this is 10 inches. You can see it. So from this 10 inches, I will be sewing it downward. So I won't sew it to the end also when I get to this down aspect here. So I will leave like 11 inches or 12 inches. So for it to have open at the down aspect here. So the side at the down aspect we have open. Come here. Make sure it's equal at the side. Make sure it's equal at the side this way. You can see. So make sure it's equal at the side. And you place your sewing on it downward. Make sure you are using a matching thread. You place your sewing on this pink material. You can see at the extreme end before the joining. You can see. From this pink, where this pink stop, I'll measure 12 inches upward. So you can see. So this is it. So this 12, this is where our 12 inches stop. So that's where I will stop my sewing. This is it. So same thing applies to the other side. See, this is it. So I've joined the two side. You can see it. So I've joined the two side. You can see it. So, and if you decide to have yours in a fitted way, you can take your circumference measurements. So no need of holding it from this side. You can just take your circumference measurement and add maybe like 2 inches to it for it to be free a bit. So if you want it in a fitted way, just take your circumference measurement, your bust, your waist, your hip measurement. So you take it so that and you add like 2 inches to it so that it will be free a bit. It won't look tight on you. So but this is how the person wants it, because the person is pregnant. She wants it free. So that's all. If you find this video helpful, kindly give it a thumbs up. If you have any question or suggestion, you can drop it in the comment section below. Kindly subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Thanks for watching. Bye.